Hey guys, AJ here back on another one for you. So guys, you guys might know that I have multiple series and playlists going on all at the same time. I have a habit of making these really long running series of videos because they're the ones you guys like, right? You know? And I figured that I'd combine some of these into really long form content because some of you guys have asked for it. So you guys ask and you shall receive. So guys, this is going to be a really long video compilation of all of my 50-year-old whining about dating videos. So guys, we'll get into this. Before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Guys, I have a second channel called 50304s. Go and check that out. I have a third channel. That's my To Catch a Predator channel. Guys, go and check that out. Join my Discord. Check out the playlist at the end. I'm offering memberships now, so guys, please go and check that out. And guys, enjoy.
No offense, but not going to be many takers under 50. The faster you get over it, the better. Should I do it again? You want me to do it again? I'll do it again. Really? First of all, I wouldn't date anybody under 50. I'm 57. Okay? Second of all, the faster I get over it, the better. Faster I get over what? Faster I get over what? Again? One more time? I'll do it again. The faster I get over what?
Oh, she showed us, guys. She showed us all the goods. There's all these guys kicking down the door for that, right, guys?
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
How about you put a video up? Let's see you. Put your video where your mouth is and tag me in it. Tag me in your video. Tell me how old you are and tag me in your video. I'm getting tired of this. Okay? Love you, bye.
Look at that, guys. And for someone who's not bothered by this, she sure is angry by some random person's comments on the internet, right? And guys, there's so many red flags. Number one, friggin' she's so old she has Jesus' pager number. Number two, she has that New York accent, right? I'm toying. Ugh, guys, I don't know how you New York dudes put up with this, right? And guys, look, this is proof, once again, how youth obsessed today's culture is. Guys, look at what she's wearing. She's 57 years old. Look at that, guys. The ripped jeans, all this stuff, the stupid glasses. What is this? Guys, we live in the first time in human history where 60-year-old chicks, 50-year-old chicks, and 40-year-old chicks are trying to dress the same, walk the same, and talk the same as 20-year-old girls, and they're all competing for all the same guys. And she thinks this looks good. She thinks this is a flex. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
I promise you, you would be disappointed with yourself if you watch this tomorrow.
And of course, all these knuckleheads gassing her up in her comments. You're gorgeous. Not just gorgeous for 57, just gorgeous, period.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that, dude. Why would they think you want anyone younger than 50? Guys, any guy that meets her standards that's her age is either married, been divorced and had his balls burned and doesn't want to look at a chick, or he's picking up 25 and 30-year-olds. She's cooked. They have no leverage at all. Look at this. Body T, hair perfect, face card lethal, makeup is makeup, and you're absolutely gorgeous, and they're so jealous. Come
The
on.
lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that. All these people gassing her up in her comments, man. Look at that, man. Look at that. Here you go, guys. Here you go. That's it. I hear they are having I hear they're having tryouts for a new movie about the Crypt Keeper. Maybe you should consider it. Laughing face post. Oh no. Oh man, look at that, man. Guys are hashtag single, hashtag dating, hashtag over 50, hashtag be kind, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hashtag be happy, hashtag don't judge, not over here, right guys? Hashtag choose happy, hashtag live, laugh, love, ugh. Hashtag love you bye, clown world. Guys, I know. Sorry about the jump scare. Hey guys, I know. I have to translate. Come on.
Silly Jedi, silly Jedi.
I need a husband.
Ugh.
Yep. I need a husband. I know y'all heard about what's going on in China, the whole tariff thing, and because of it, all the Chinese folks is on here telling the business on how much it costs to make all this designer stuff as opposed to how much they charging us for it here in America.
Us? You mean you knuckleheaded 304s?
I need a husband to either take me to China right now to go shopping or to give me some money so I can go to China and go shopping. I want to get out my rocking chair, hop on a plane and go to China. And I ain't even gonna lie, I can't do it myself. I need a husband to do it for me.
Ugh. Guys, look at. I'm sorry for putting you through. Yo. Oh man, look at that, guys. Look at that right there. So guys, to sum up everything she just said.
Baby, I'm gonna butter your bread.
You guys, look at all these simps in the comments. I need it. You're beautiful. Because all these are all like African dudes. Hi, I'm from Ghana, West Africa. I need a wife. Am Jamaican man single. Party nobby to the left hand side. Hi, good evening. Am Sean. Am from Uganda. Go to your email. That's all these old broads can get, man. And all these dudes from Nigeria, dude. Look at that, man. Look at that. Talk about doing anything for a green card. Look at that. Hashtag I need a husband. Hashtag love. Hashtag dating over 50. Clown world.
What do we think about soulmates? I don't really believe in soulmates. I think that there can be more than one person for everybody. I don't think like there's a soulmate out there for everybody. That's just my opinion, and I know people are going to say there are. I just think that you can get along with a lot of people. You can make it work with a lot of people. I don't know if there's a soulmate out there for me. I'd like to think that there are good people out there for me and that I'll find the one. As you guys know, I don't settle. I don't go out with just anybody.
Look at that.
But I don't know that I believe in soulmates either. What do you guys think? Let me know.
This rod looks even more like the crypt keeper than the other chick, right, guys? What's with this one busted tooth she has on, like, this side right here, right? Sipping her $7 Starbucks. Dunder head. Guys, she's a dating coach, too. Guys, why would you take dating advice from some single old broad? You know? What are you doing? Soulmates. How stupid can a person be? How dumb can you be?
A pot-smoking slut!
Look at that. Person says, I used to believe in soulmates, but not anymore. After my divorce, I don't think they exist. Not for me. Look at that. Someone says, Disney has created a great fantasy movie that are entertaining and they're heartwarming, but do not translate well to real life relationships. This is a guy saying this. He actually has some sense. Look at that, man. All these morons. Only the guys are actually saying that this soulmate stuff is BS. Look at that, guys. Delusional. Guys are hashtags. Hashtag dating over 50. Hashtag dating. Hashtag dates. Hashtag online dating. Hashtag dating apps. Hashtag soulmates. Hashtag glow up clown world.
I have a question. How do you date in your 50s?
You don't.
And I've been watching TikToks. You know, there's always the dating ones, and it doesn't seem like anyone's faring very well. And I know the dating apps are not the way to go. I've actually perused them a couple times the last couple weeks. That's not going to be the way to go. And you know, I've lived in a van for over 3
Down by the river. You'll have plenty of time to date over 50 when you're living in a van down by the river. R.I.P. to Chris Farley. Let's go.
3 years, so that was not conducive to dating. And before that, my brother passed away, and so going through that and COVID and everything else. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't have high hopes. I don't think anybody else knows, but I thought I would put it out there. You know, when you're younger, yeah, you go in places, you go into bars or festivals or whatever and meeting people, and that just isn't my life. I'm in bed by 10 o'clock. I work really hard. You know, I'm taking care of my mom, taking care of her stuff. She's 95. My daughter's 23, so she's grown. And I'm looking for, I don't want somebody who thinks that they have to take care of me. They don't. Can take care of myself or lead me. I can lead myself.
Look at that, guys. Look at that right there. Look at that. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. And guys, this is why you can't be with some old broad or lead her. You need a man's leadership because you're living in a van for 3 years, you dummy. You think that you make good life decisions where in your late 40s and early 50s you were living in a van? You absolute moron. What are you talking about? Why? Why?
You stupid woman.
What the fuck is going on, guys? What are you talking about? This is why older, accomplished men date younger chicks, man. Or lead me, quote unquote. Guys, what are you talking about?
I was thinking what I'm looking for is somebody who is a good friend, because, you know, your friends don't think that they can solve your problems, or they aren't like jealous of anything, and they're just there, you know, for an ear and to hang out with. But I want to.
So why don't you become a lesbian, right, guys?
Lesbian.
Right? So she wants someone to just listen. Men, we listen to problems and we want to solve them. We solve problems. She just wants to live her bohemian, hippie, fly-by-night life and find a guy that's been building his entire life and somehow compromise his nature to adapt to her hippy dippy bohemian, you're spending your 20s blowing roadies lifestyle? Please.
Friend who I'm attracted to. And somebody who's laid back. I don't really want somebody who's type A, somebody who's works 80 hours a week. Well, sometimes you have to just because you're trying to make it. But I'm talking about like, that's your main focus, is that. Because I'm going to be 59 in a month. And I want to have traveled cross country by myself for over the past 3 years. And I'd like to travel internationally. I'd like to live on a farm. I don't know, is that too much to ask? Anyway, just putting it out there. Anybody have any suggestions? And I know, like, becoming part of a group, maybe a running club, something like that. I just don't have the time for that. I'm working a lot myself. So, yeah, I don't know. Any suggestions? You let me know. What's worked for you? I could hang out in Menards. I love hanging out in Menards. I'm kind of a DIY kind of gal. I redid my whole van myself. I love Menards. I love Home Depot. And I'm not adverse at this point in my life to going up and talking to somebody. But what do you even say, like, to break a conversation? As a guy, what would, and then how do you get from there to there? Because people are so, I don't know, we're so into ourselves, and I think we're so used to being alone after COVID that, we're kind of leery of things, or we don't know how to socialize anymore because we're on this thing, thinking we're socializing. Anyway, okay, any ideas would be helpful. Thank you, and have a great day.
Cooked, guys. Cooked. And the Lulu.
It's over 9,000!
Broad is almost 60. She's talking like she's 34, 24, right? What are you talking about? Well, some people have to work because they're trying to make it. You're almost 60. You should have made it by now. What are you talking about? This filter on her face. Look at that. Guys, this right here is the future for all modern women. Absolutely insane. 59 years old. Guys, look at that, man. I bet you there are men and women that are 30 years younger than her that have more resources, that have acquired more resources, education, right? Just have a lot more put together life. But that's what this female, fly-by-night bohemian lifestyle does, guys. I would guarantee that most 30-year-old men have more money, more education, more travels, more of all of that under their belt than this chick. And she's talking about who she is and isn't gonna date. Please, come on.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
These people gassing her up in the comments. Someone says people that are having dating success tend to not post how well it's going. It's mostly people that have dating horror stories. Now that's true, guys. All the most successful couples never put their stuff online. Someone says, are you really looking? Person says, it really sucks trying to date. Look at that. All these knuckleheads in her comments. Look at that, guys. Guys are hashtags. Hashtag dating over 50. Hashtag over 50 dating. Hashtag looking for a date. This chick is over half 100, guys. She's probably got a good 25 years left on this planet Earth. And she's talking like she's 22.
I almost sold my couch this week to make ends meet. This is super vulnerable. I'm a 50-year-old woman who's educated, who found myself asking this week, how did I get here? And I realized, despite my affirmations, my prayers, my everything I've been doing to move out of this situation, I realized that I have been holding on to fear and struggle like a security blanket because it's all I've ever known. And something shifted for me literally overnight. where I realized I don't need to hold on to that anymore. And I heard in my meditation when I was at kind of the end of my rope of just like, God, show me the next right step.
There it is.
Because I know there's so much more to life than living like this. And all what I heard really clearly was, it's all available for you. You just need to believe.
There it is, guys, right? Let's pump the brakes. I'm broke. I'm 50 years old, but Jesus will help me out. Clown world. Guys, I'm telling you, these 304s act like God is intergalactic Santa Claus, right? Who's going to come down the chimney and give her money to pay off her debt so she doesn't have to sell her couch. Absolutely insane.
You stupid woman.
And here all along, I thought I was. But I realized the extent of what I was holding on to out of comfort, out of pattern. And, you know, it reminds me of this experience I had 3 years ago in Mexico. I have a major fear of heights, and we went to the cenotes, and it was like a 16-foot jump into the water. Kids were doing it like again and again and again, running up, jumping off of this 16-foot cliff. And I was terrified, absolutely terrified. And I was up there for 45 minutes, afraid to jump. And when I finally jumped, all of these beautiful local people applauded and came up to me and gave me hugs.
I can't, guys. I can't. Guys, she goes on for like another 2 minutes, guys. I can't. And the locals, they jump. I jumped, and the local people, I was their white savior. What a joke. Guys, what a joke. And look at this. Not just pray for it. All you need to do is believe. Not just repeat wealth affirmations. Embody it. Trust it. Live it. Look at this, guys. Guys, this is what these chicks think is going to get them rich. Or get them out of bad situations. This whole woo-woo spirit foolishness, guys.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
She probably has a dream catcher tattooed on her neck. Or, I mean, on her lower back. You know? What a joke, guys. And she's 50 years old. Guys, she sounds like a 22-year-old. Still believing in this manifest craziness. Look at that. Her comment, so many are struggling. You're not alone. It's absolutely insane to state that we're living it, guys. Isn't it funny how us guys are doing just fine? I know that all you guys out there who are subscribed to me, you guys are working good jobs, essential jobs, saving, investing, right? You know? I'm not trying to manifest or do it. She's used almost every single buzzword that I've ever heard when it comes to this foolishness. Absolute dunderhead.
With your broke ass.
Please. This chick says, I'm 47 and moving into my parents' house. Look at that.
With your broke ass.
Look at that, guys. This chick says, I turned 61 yesterday and moved in with my adult daughter and her granddaughters. Look at that. I'm so ashamed. Life is so hard. They're cooked. They are cooked. And in the same breath, they want to say how badly us men are doing. Guys, these chicks are demons, man. Demons. Demons, man. Look at that. Absolutely insane. All these chicks in their comments are all broke as a joke too, man. Look at that. I lost my job at 57. Today got food stamps. I have an interview to be a night stalker at Whole Foods. And she's 57 years old. And she's some type of life coach. Hold on, wait. Look at this. She's a life coach. All these old chicks trying to tell other old chicks that they didn't screw their lives up, guys. Looking like the fucking Crypt Keeper. Look at this, guys. They're cooked. Cooked. Man, what a joke. They expect us to feel bad? They expect us to feel any pity? Shit. Clown world. Guys, they made their bed, let them lay in it, guys. Guys, there must be clear battle lines drawn between us and these knuckleheaded 304s, man. You know? Come on.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die.
I want to ride or die. I want that good morning text when you're sleeping right beside me. I want the breakfast in bed. I want to make dinners together. I want to sit on the front porch and listen to the locusts while we're having a glass of wine. That's what I want. I want a companion to travel with. I want someone that loves to go out to eat once a week, maybe, to a nice restaurant. I'm not talking like fancy schmancy. I mean, you know, to a nice restaurant. Have a glass of wine, have a cocktail, have dinner. Just enjoy the evening. That's what I want. I want someone that'll open up my car door. That's what I want. Yeah. I don't think I'm asking for much.
Look at that.
It sure feels like it. Sure does. I want someone to golf with on Sundays. I'm 54. I don't know. I don't know where they are. I just don't know.
Guys, if this chick thinks that any guy worth a damn is gonna give her any of that,
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
clown world. Guys, first of all, her haircut.
Lesbian.
And second of all, guys, all you guys that are out there that are subscribers of mine, because most of my subscribers are 35 to 60, right? All you guys in your 50s, chime in. I know all you guys are either managed to not get married by now or you've been divorced. Either way, you're in your 50s, you have your peace, right? Everything's nice and quiet and peaceful. You can work on your Chevelle, you can watch baseball, you can drink beer, you'll go hunting anytime you want. Why would you want to add this dunderhead to your life? Why? Why would you want to go golfing with this broad? First of all, who wants to go golfing with a chick anyways?
You stupid woman!
I think it was Sean Connery during his famous interview. I don't want to go golfing with women. Because I can't say what I like to say. Oh, man. Guys, remember that was the same interview where he's like, there are times where a woman has to have the last word. And she won't stop. Then you must give her a smack. R.I.P. to a legend, Sean Connery, dude. Look at that. But guys, what are you talking about? I want him to text me when he's sleeping next to me. And I want to go out to dinner once a week to a nice restaurant. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Guys, I don't think she's the type to actually put a hot dog on a plate every now and then, right, guys?
You stupid woman!
Why? Why? Absolutely insane. Someone says, men beware. This type of woman is super needy and you'll never make her happy and she'll hold you completely responsible for her happiness. You've been warned. Your future self will thank me. Facts. Look at that. Look at that. All these simps. Same here. Me too. Ditto. Love you. Please.
Beta.
Simps. Look at that. This chick is cooked. Clown world.
Want to know how much it sucks to date when you're in your 50s? If you're in your 50s and you're dating, then I don't have to tell you. You already know.
It isn't just hard because dating sites are ridiculous. Like, are any of them even legit anymore? But it's also hard because you not only have to sift through a person's baggage, but you have to sift through that person's ex-person's baggage. And that's just to find somebody whose baggage aligns with your baggage, or at least your baggage tolerance. Because nobody has gotten to this point in their life without having something affect them or impact them in a very negative way, and they will carry it forever.
And that's why you're not supposed to be out here dating in your 50s, you absolute dunderhead. It's never ever in the history of the West or in the world has it been a common everyday occurrence for women in their 40s and 50s to be out here dating, you dunderheads.
You stupid woman.
Clown world.
People at this age have lost people earlier than they ever thought they would, and so they're dealing with just that loss and that pain. Others have walked away from marriages that were just bad, or they were the reason the marriage was bad. But everybody has some kind of baggage, and it makes it really hard because you can meet somebody and be like, all right, they're good looking, they seem nice, they're employed, and then boom, some kind of crazy comes out of the back room and it's in your lap, and you have to decide, do I want to date this one? Probably not. I don't know. I have baggage, but I don't have crazy. So maybe I'll just stay single.
As if she has a choice. As if there's a bunch of eligible, high-value, in-demand men, any Gray Fox Chads trying to date her. Date this right here, please.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Come on. Come on, guys. What are you talking about? Person says, dating in your 50s is like trying to find the least moldy food to eat in a dumpster. Look at that, man. This person here says, that's because people aren't designed to be dating past 50 years of age. It's not natural. Facts. Someone says, our 50s ain't meant for dating. It's about being yourself, starting a business, mastering a craft, spending time with your grandkids. Guys, everything other than the grandkids.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Delusional. Delusional. Clown world. Guys, this chick says, is midlife dating all 9 circles of hell? Hey, lady, you're half a hundo. That's not midlife, you dunderhead. Yo. Midlife is like in your 40s. This chick, man, oh man, guys. Look at the Delulu here.
It may be true that midlife dating can feel like all 9 circles of hell. That's only because you're trapped in there with all these jokers who think that compatibility is still about like what bands you like and what hobbies you have. When in fact, what it's really about is resonance, which is just shorthand for emotional maturity, self-knowledge, and a willingness to show up and be who you really are. Because that's exactly...
Guys, what exactly do you think she thinks she just said? Right?
Some people are really fucking stupid.
The person that you want to be seen as. When I started dating, after a very long hiatus of not having dated since the early 80s, it made me appreciate how much I've leveled up my own life and how I no longer have any desire to be in a connection that's based on my performance of being something other than exactly what I am. And it wasn't...
Guys, once again, what do you think she thinks she just said? Guys, these chicks use all these words. Guys, she used level up and all these buzzwords. Guys, come on. Come on.
It wasn't too long into my dating experience that I started realizing that there was all this performance going on, and that because of that, a lot of people were kind of lying by omission. And I would find stuff out afterwards, like after we'd been in a relationship for a little while, that were really important that I should have known. I had somebody tell me that after he, presented himself as divorced, like it said divorced on his profile, he told me he was like, yeah, like I was meant to believe he was divorced. In fact, he was just separated, and there was a level of enmeshment going on with his ex that, you know, there was some legal stuff, there was family stuff, there was but I wasn't given that information, and that's really really pivotal. Like, I needed to know that, and so I wasn't okay with that, and so I left that relationship. Another guy told me, once I started saying this right up front, that his ex-wife had a permanent restraining order against him. I'm like, good to know. Told one of my daughters that, and she's like, run, Mom. Yeah, I ran. Look, everybody has baggage by the time they're in midlife. I get it. I have baggage too. But if you're auditioning to be my life partner, which is basically what you're doing, then you need to trust me with the full story, because I'm going to trust you with mine. Because otherwise, how can we consent? And if you're not willing to show someone the unedited version of you, then you're not in a relationship. You're in a PR campaign.
Auditioning to be her life partner. There you go, guys. Guys, look at her teeth. Yuck. Guys, I have a thing about nasty teeth, guys. Come on.
That's nasty.
Guys, no, you are auditioning to be Gray Fox Chad's wife. She better hope and pray that some guy that's worth a damn, that's somewhere near her age, is dumb enough to actually take her on. Because guys her age that are in decent shape, have a decent amount of money, they can date younger chicks. Absolutely insane. Guys, rate the Delulu level.
It's over 9,000!
Look at that. Someone says, you think you're auditioning a potential life partner? Back up, it's only dating. And she responds, it's someone who wants my time, energy, and attention. I get to decide where the bar is, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Guys, man, these chicks are delusional. There's a reason why all the videos that I do on these 50-year-old chicks is so popular, because they're so delusional.
Okay, so the older woman, younger man dating debate has blown up on TikTok. This is kind of a bit of a part two. Didn't even think there'd be a part two, but the response was overwhelmingly positive for older women dating younger men.
Please.
Two parts to this. The first one is that the women that are successfully navigating relationships with younger guys are raving about it. They have indicated that the men treat them like queens. They have the same vibrancies. Their energies are matching both physically and mentally, and that is perfect. That's the perfect storm. Really positive part is that there's been a lot of younger men commented and messaged saying how much they love being with an older woman. And the reason is that we're more comfortable with ourselves. We don't feel so insecure about our bodies because we know our bodies don't look like they used to, and we're okay with that. We're comfortable with that. And my theory is if you're lucky enough to be lying next to me, then you are going to love what's there.
Look at that.
So why would I feel embarrassed or ashamed or insecure? So a bit of a message to the older women, just love who you are, embrace it. That confidence will come out. Men will be attracted to that of any age, but it appears that the younger men especially. And if you're on the apps and you're not having any luck with the older guys, and they're not really treating you like the queen that you are, then drop that age group down by 5 years, give it a spin and see whether or not you match with a younger man and whether or not he will match your energy. Keep me posted. I love it. Okay.
Guys, first of all, I don't know if this chick's an Aussie or if she's English, but do you ever notice, guys, how UK chicks and Aussie chicks age like goat milk? And guys, if you believe anything that this knucklehead says,
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
clown world, right? Guys, can you... She's trying to say, oh, there's all these young men that are actually out here wanting to date older chicks and take them seriously.
You stupid woman.
Guys, we all know that young dudes go after old chicks because they know that they're desperate and they're easy sex, right? You know what I'm saying? Guys, Gerardo, Nug, Gavin, they're out there just cleaning up with these old chicks, right? And guys, the arrogance, the hubris of a 50-something-year-old chick that thinks that a younger guy that's in his 30s would want to take her seriously. Guys, even nature doesn't add that up, because If a guy's in his 30s and he wants to have kids, he can have kids with a 50-year-old. Recreational use only. What are you talking about? And guys, someone says, this chick says, I'm 43 and just had my 2-year wedding anniversary yesterday to my 27-year-old husband. Look at that. Guys, her husband, obviously, right?
Beta!
Come on, man. Look at that. This girl says, agreed. I'm 68 and I seem to attract men 30 to 50. Ugh. What kind of 30-year-old dude's gonna smash a 68-year-old? You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about?
That's nasty.
Ugh. Look at that. This lady says, well, I know because I'm 49 and my age group's not cutting it. Please. Come on, man. Come on. She said, this next says, I believe if older men can date younger women, vice versa should be fine. But guys, older dudes can have kids with younger women. Right? Older men will actually take care and support a younger woman. These older chicks won't do the same thing. Clown world. Guys, am I in like Bizarro world here? Right? You guys are hashtags. Hashtag dating. Hashtag online date. Hashtag date night. Hashtag dating story time. Hashtag dating advice. Hashtag dating in your 50s. Hashtag younger men. Hashtag older women. Hashtag dater. Clown world.
Okay, so I just got asked out like 5 minutes ago by a young guy who I have not babysat. He doesn't know my children, and he is older than my oldest son, but only by a very, very, very little bit.
Look at that.
He gave me his number. I didn't give him mine. He told me to call him, but I don't know like when to call or when to text. And I think I'm going to go, but I can't remember his name. I don't even know what to do with that. How do you tell somebody you can't remember their name? So embarrassing.
Look at that, guys. Guys, she's actually proud. She has an ego boost, right? Guys, right to the Lulu level, right?
It's over 9,000!
Look at that, guys. Someone said if you can't remember his name, just call him bruh. And all these chicks are all gassing her up in the comments, man. Start off by saying, hey, handsome, works every time. Why are all these simps in her comments, too? You're so beautiful. Please, guys, come on.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that, guys. This one guy has some sense. He says he probably needs a place to stay. Look at that. Look at that. Guys, they're hashtags. Hashtag dating. Hashtag women over 50. Hashtag younger guys. Hashtag single. Clown world.
I want to approach this gently, but...
So, guys, she has a comment here from one of her subscribers. It says, so my boyfriend is 17 years younger. I'm 50. It's awesome. We get along. He's all man. So she's responding to this chick that's saying she's 50 and her boyfriend's 17 years younger. Ugh.
Comments like these do concern me. Now, I know nothing about you, and if you're happy, I'm happy. I can't presume to know what the quality of your relationship is like, but let me just use this as a point to generalize from. So if you're 50 years old and you're dating a man who's 17 years younger than you, putting him at 33, this to me is something that you need to take seriously, because he's at his prime and you are past your prime in regards to child rearing and stuff like that. Now, you're a beautiful woman and you have a lot going for you, and women have value beyond their fertility. Like, I get all of that. But he is at a different place in his life. He has 20 or more years left, you know, to really procreate if he wanted to. And maybe he doesn't want children, and you've already ruled that out, but you didn't say that. So I'm going to assume that either he wants kids of his own, but he's prioritizing his love for you, or maybe he's okay with adoption. Who knows? Maybe he's just not conscious of the fact that he wants to have his own biological children. And, you know, let's say he's 50 and he's been with you for 17 years, and he realizes in 17 years you're going to be 67, and maybe he feels locked in to the marriage with you. Let's say you get married, and he's going to regret never having kids of his own, and he's going to know, I can still have kids. So what then? What does he do then? Does he, obviously if everything is going well, you would stay married, but knowing that he regrets that on some level, or like that love shouldn't overshadow some of these other factors, right? You should consider where he's at and what's best for him as well. There were several other women in the thread that said they broke up with the guy because they didn't want him to sacrifice his legacy for her. And I think that is a healthy woman being the bigger person and doing the right thing. These types of relationships are great for short-term fun and pleasure and ego boosting.
There you go.
But it also screams to me that there is some age insecurity happening on your part. You can find the qualities that he has in a man that's closer to your age. And he can find a woman closer to his age that he loves dearly, that he can have children with, because it's his entire legacy on the line. You cannot have biological children anymore. It looks like you have your own biological children. So you should be considering what he wants, and maybe he doesn't want kids, but he could also change his mind.
Now, guys, it seems like she's making some sense, right? But guys, there's one part where she messed up, right? If she thinks that whoever this chick is can find a quality man that's her age, lady, I got something for you.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
There's a reason why this knucklehead, a 50-year-old, is dating a 33-year-old. And that's because no man worth a damn that's in his 50s or 60s would give her the time of day. Come on now.
You stupid woman.
Hey, guys, even though she's making some sense, all these chicks are coming for her in the comments. She's fighting for her life. This person says, why do you have such a... This is an older chick. Why do you have such a problem with older women dating you younger men, but not the other way around? Why are you always pushing fertility in babies? And of course, she has to reply. She says, I'm not pushing any women to have children. I'm trying to educate them. It's not wise to wait until 40 to try. It's biology. And this person, she replies, why do you have to say that women should wait? That's not fair. Next person says, this chick, this is not a problem. Trust me, I'm with a younger guy. You don't know what you're talking about. Clown world. Look at that. Next chick says, I'm 50 and I'm with someone who's 37. He's a single dad. He knows that I can't have kids and we will adopt, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Next girl says, I think that you've forgotten about all the men who already have kids from a previous relationship. One woman here has some sense. It says, this is the same thing that I'm telling my 25-year-old son that's seeing a 41-year-old. Yuck! Look at that!
That's nasty.
Ugh! Guys! Look at that! Someone says, why do you have to ruin women's dreams? Look at that! Guys, even the women who make sense, guys, all these women come for them, right? She's making a perfectly decent point, and all these chicks,
I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch!
You guys are hashtags. Hashtag age gap. Hashtag dating advice for women. Hashtag love. Hashtag commentary. Hashtag vetting. Hashtag relationship. Hashtag relationships. Hashtag dating tips. Hashtag older women. Hashtag women over 50. Hashtag introvert. Clown world. And look at these knucklehead glasses on this broad. Guys, look. This is almost as bad as a bull ring in the nose. Guys, I can guarantee nothing good is going to come out of this knucklehead's mouth, right?
You stupid woman!
Older women, younger men. go. What do we think? Well, I think it's completely appropriate, and I think that we should be able to date whoever we want. I am not talking about a 16-year-old with a 30-year-old. I'm talking about consenting adults with a 5, 10, 15-year age gap. Anywhere from 30 up, you know what you're doing, okay? So I think it's fine. I got a message the other day from a friend, actually more of an acquaintance, messaging me, asking me about the Tinder neighbour, okay? And he said, how old is he? I said, 49. He said, why are you bothering? You're 8 years older. I'm 6 years older, but sure. Okay, I'm 56. This guy turns 50, I don't know, in a month. I said, well, yeah, 6 years. And he said, but why? Why are you bothering? I get that you act young, but why are you bothering? He's just after like a sexual thing. And I kind of thought, I don't act young. I have a young energy. I love life. I embrace things. I say yes to everything. I love adventure.
Look at that, guys. Now, guys, let's pump the brakes here, okay? Let's pump the brakes. I have a subscriber, guys, and Colin, props to you, buddy. He said, 304s don't grow up, they just grow old, right? This is the perfect example, guys. I have a sweater with that saying on it in the merch shop, so check that out too.
I'm spontaneous. I'm not a 56-year-old old nana. Oh, even doing my washing. See? House proud as well. But I forgot what I was going to say.
Jesus.
Anyway, I have a really good life. I love my life, and I don't need someone, but I want someone, okay? But I was really, really surprised. I'm like, come on. Like, are we still talking about young men, older women? Come on. And I have dated younger men, and they have wanted to have relationships with me. I have had to let them go because I feel...
Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Like, you know, they're going to want to have children at some point. And obviously I'm past all that. I've got kids. I'm fine. And I love the energy of a younger man. I don't want to date a 60-year-old. I don't want to date an old man that, A, sexually, they're getting incompatible, and B, they just become kind of old ladies a little bit. You know, the old men, they lose their testosterone, they become more feminine. But I was really surprised that this guy really was thinking that older women can't date younger men. Like, can we stop the judging? Can we just do whatever the hell we want to do? I got to go and take my washing out. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that women are in their sexual prime in their 50s and mid-50s, and they need men in their mid-40s or early 50s to keep up. What do you think?
You know what I think, guys?
That's nasty.
Hey, guys, she says that men become old women. Guys, no, men want peace. 50, 60-year-old men. We like routine. We like peace, right? We don't want spontaneity or any of this foolishness, right? Guys, men in their 50s and 60s act their age. They are mature. This chick is acting like a 20-year-old. I want to be able to run around and spontaneous and have spontaneous sex. What are you talking about? And this is why these chicks, this is the perfect example of why no man in his right mind in his 50s and 60s that's worth a damn will have anything to do with a knucklehead like this.
You stupid woman.
Clown world, right? In the comments, guys, I want you to, if anyone can just imagine any reason why, as a man in his 40s, 50s, or 60s, you would want to be with a knucklehead like this. Because guys, if you're going to be with an immature woman, be with a young woman, right? If you're going to be with a woman that acts like a 20-year-old, be with a 20-year-old! What the fuck is guy? What is going on? What is going on? What is this bizarro world? Guys, we live in the only time in history where 25-year-old, 35-year-old, 45-year-old, 55-year-old, and 65-year-old women act the exact same, right? They're all on dating apps. They all listen to Taylor Swift. They all wear these stupid glasses, right? Absolutely insane. And guys, I'm not going to even read her comments here, right? It's all clown world, right? It's all foolishness, right? And guys, there are hashtags. Hashtag dating in your 50s. Hashtag dating tips. Hashtag online dates. Hashtag dating life. Hashtag younger men, older women. Hashtag older women. Hashtag dating. Hashtag cougar, right? Come on.
5 things I expect as a woman over 50 when a man takes me out.
Look at that.
Number 1, You take me out, you ask me out, you pick me up. I'm not coming to you. You're coming to my door. You're knocking on my door. Number two, you're paying.
Look at that.
I am worth it. I can afford myself. If I wanted to go out by myself, I could afford it. If you're taking me out, you're paying the bill. There's no splitting the bill. Number three, I don't give a shit if your mama, your wife, your whatever, if that's your own business. Keep it out of my business. If I'm going out with you, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about how bad someone is to you. I don't give a shit. And number four, you stay out of my business and we'll be just fine. I'm grown. I spit 4 children out of my stomach. They were cut out, raised them to adulthood. I can handle myself and you. 5 things
Lady, if you think any man's gonna put up with this,
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
hey guys, she's getting cooked in these comments. Someone says, starting with the man's, perfect. Someone says, and all the guys are like, next. Someone says, sounds like that's going to be a quiet date. Someone says, no way in hell. Look at that. Someone says, sounds like she's looking for a traditional man but doesn't want to be a traditional woman. Look at that. And of course, you have one simp, right? One knucklehead, one beta. Hello from Chicago. I'm widowed and happily retired. Please. Now, here's one chick who has some sense. Unlike American chicks, European chicks typically don't accept free dinner on the first date. Unlike in the USA, as they prioritize getting to know someone personally rather than just enjoying a meal, do better. Look at that, man. Look at that. Guys, there are hashtags. Hashtag dating. Hashtag love. Hashtag older woman. Hashtag relationships. Hashtag over 50 and fabulous. Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Clown world.
I don't even have words, but the audacity of some of these men when you're dating, right? Dating in my 50 series here. The audacity of some men wanting to be chased is ridiculous, stupefying, just Jesus Christ. And mind you, you know, some of these men are around my age, right? And they want to be chased. Like, to say something like, you can call me if you want. Like, motherfucker, the fuck you think you are? Like, you know, the typical answer of some of us Mexicans that would say, ni que estuvieras tan bueno, right? Or they say that to women, ni que estuvieras tan buena. But it's just, wow. Like, wow. So the guy that I gave my phone to, you know, texted me. And then texted me again this morning and said, you know, on blah, 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 I met you on blah, blah, blah. And, you know, kind of started a conversation. I was like, okay, I'll answer. And at the end of the day, he said something about, you know, you can call me if you want. It's like, the fuck? Maybe I'm over exaggerating because I am old school. Like, I come from the mentality, old school mentality that I've shown you interest, I've replied. Now it's up to you to do what a man should do, right? And take the initiative, make the call. It's just wow. But for those of you that saw my videos yesterday and were interested in what's gonna happen, you know, is she gonna answer or not answer? Yeah, I answered, and this is what happened. So now I'll probably just block and move on, but it's disappointing. It's disappointing, actually. But like, why do men want to be chased? Like, yeah, I get you want to, you know, the guy wants to feel like, you know, I'm interested and everything, but if I'm already showing you interest, why would you want to continue to be chased like that? Wouldn't you want to be the man? I don't know. What do you think?
Guess what, lady? You're old! Guys, this is how delusional they are. Rate the Lulu level.
It's over 9,000!
Guys, she's old. She's in her 50s. And doesn't understand that Gray Fox Gerardo, right? He has girls in their 20s that are letting him. Girls in their 30s. Girls in their 40s. He's shooting up the club all over. Here's some 50-year-old grandma, right? Saying that Gray Fox Chad, Gray Fox Tyrone, Gray Fox Pablo has to chase her? Is she insane? Guys, this is how these chicks are. They don't understand, but in their late 40s or early 50s, they're completely cooked, guys. Completely cooked. All the men that they want are after 25, 35-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? They might take a pit stop to 50-year-olds for an easy smash. But do you think that 55-year-old Gerardo is going to be chasing her? Clown world. And guys, she had to turn her comments off. All the Gray Fox Gerardos were probably bodying her in the comments. And guys are hashtags, hashtag dating in your 50s, hashtag Gen X, hashtag single life, clown world.
Where are all my 50-something out here in the dating world? Story time. Me and guy number 2.
Look at this filter she has on. This chick's in her 50s, man. What are you doing?
Talked on the phone. We texted throughout the day like 2 mature adults. Set up a tentative time to meet up tonight. I get to the little spot at a local little whiskey cigar bar, and I was like, hey, I'm here. Where are you? Crickets. So about 10 minutes later of me sitting in the car, he calls, and he was like, hey. I was like, hey, like, are you inside? Like, are you on your way? Because I'm here, waiting for you. And he was like, well, I'm at home. I haven't even taken a shower yet. I didn't know that we had planned on a specific time. Really? 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 Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because I read back through the text and it was a bit very specific. Anyway, so needless to say, I got stood up tonight.
Look at that.
That is okay, because my whole motto through this whole dating process is rejection is God's protection.
What?
So you know what I did?
What?
I took my pretty little low self and I walked up into the little whiskey cigar bar and I had me a whiskey sour to thank God for protecting me to someone that has already showed me that they do not value my time. So, I met some interesting people in the whiskey bar. So it wasn't a total waste. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here to say, yes, sometimes we're going to get stood up, and that's okay, because it's probably preventing a whole lot of headache for us, because those people obviously don't value other people's time. And if they don't value your time, they're eventually probably going to disrespect you. So, with that being said, don't let people project their immaturity and ugliness on you. Because I know I'm a good person, and when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Because it's called accountability and maturity. So don't give up hope. The dating world's a hot mess. I know that, but keep your faith and be optimistic, because I still have hope and I believe in love. So, with that being said, yeah, I got stood up to tonight, and it's okay. But I'm not giving up hope, and I will see y'all next time on the next date.
Look at that, guys. So for whatever reason, probably divorce, right? Oh yeah, she has hashtag divorced. Guys, she's out in this dating world, right? She found out.
The night is dark and full of terrors.
The night is dark and full of terrors, man. And how, isn't that funny, guys? Rejection is God's protection, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Why is it when these chicks mess up their lives and end up out here alone and saying single and old, they have to talk about Jesus? Dude, God has nothing to do with the fact that you're some shriveled up old broad getting rejected, right? And guys, they thought the merry-go-round was going to keep going. This carousel is going to keep going on forever and ever. And now it's slowly dawning on them in their 50s, right? Their 40s, 50s, right? And she's acting like she has some say in this. As if, oh yeah, I just expected this to happen. Please. These chicks are cooked. Cooked. Oh, I showed him. Did you really?
You stupid woman.
Clown world. Right? And guys, hey lady, it doesn't get any better from here, right? Guys, she has comments. I'm not going to even read them, right? Come on. You guys are hashtags. She has a lot. She put them here. Hashtag dating. Hashtag divorced. Hashtag date night. Hashtag dating in my 50s. Hashtag dating life. Hashtag single. Hashtag dating lives. Hashtag somewhere in Texas. Hashtag trending. Hashtag brown-eyed girl. Hashtag God's protection, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hashtag rejection is protection, clown world.
So I did a thing last night, and I know some of you are going to roll your eyes when I tell you. I created a profile and put myself on a dating app again. I say again, but actually it's been 2 years. So why now? Why did I do it? Well, to state the obvious, it would be nice to actually meet someone, but I'm also curious. I have seen so many women on here and men talk about how difficult they're finding it in the dating scene, especially when you're in your 50s. I also saw an article where TV producers for a dating show for older people like myself have had to cancel the third season because they couldn't find available or suitable men, which is interesting. So right now, I admit the odds are not in my favour, but I want to give this a go for a variety of reasons. Number one, I'm in a good place, mentally, emotionally, physically. I've done the work, people, so I know that I want to date as opposed to need to date, and there is a difference. Secondly, I'm being very intentional on how I approach this. I know my boundaries, my non-negotiables, and I'm also not afraid to articulate what it is that I'm looking for. And thirdly, I'm going to approach this whole thing with an open mind. As I've gotten older, I've realised the more that we narrow our options, the less chance we have of new opportunities coming into our lives. So I am going to document my experience as I go along because I believe transparency is a good thing. So don't forget to follow me to find out how I get on. So
you're old! Guys, what is going on? This chick's talking like she's in her late 20s or early 30s, man. I've done the work. I'm open-minded. What are you talking about? You're cooked. Cooked. Guys, they're so delusional. What is going on? Guys, if you were to take, cover her face or put, a filter other than the one she already has, right? And de-age her by about 30 years, this would sound the same coming from a younger chick, right? And these chicks are acting like they're doing us a favor by coming back on the market. When no man in his right mind would date this. At all. Any man who's in his late 40s, 50s, or early 60s who's in decent shape and has his money game right, guys, you don't need to look at this. You don't. And guys, just watch. Wait till you're in your 50s, guys. And you decide to, you know what? I'm going to take the Chevelle out today. Or I'm going to take the the Beamer or whatever out today, right? And pick up my little 25-year-old and have some dinner, right? And you see all these 55-year-old chicks staring at you crazy, just...
Ellie, I'm gonna kill you, you fucking whore!
And your date says, why are these older chicks looking at me funny? And you're like, what are you talking about? One of these old chicks says,
I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch!
Don't mind me. Just got up a little bit ago, so don't mind the hair. I'm growing the damn bangs out. But I was stupid enough to put my foot back in the dating pool. And so I have a couple of questions. Like, we meet once, right? Why is it that the second time should be cuddling on a couch watching TV? I don't get it. And then when I tell you, actually, that's probably not what's going to happen because I conserve my energies. I don't share it with everybody. So, we should get to know each other first. And then I met with best wishes. Like, seriously? How can we not be grown-ups at this point? You can't just go from 0 to 60 and expect me to be invested. Okay? Yeah, no.
Guys, isn't this crazy? So she's saying, why is it that Gray Fox Chad Wonderbang and Gray Fox Tyrone Thunderstroke expects to on the second date, right? Guys, what are you talking about? You're in your 50s. Guys, all these waiting 90 days and all this crap, that's for young chicks, right? That's for 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, right? You're in your 50s? Come on, man. All this playing games and ring around the rosy. You really think Gray Fox Chad is going to wait to smash a 50-year-old chick? When all he can do is just call up some 30-year-old, some 28-year-old, some 25-year-old, and please. And she's saying we're adults. Guys, by the time you're in your 40s or 50s and you're dating, you should go out on a person for them once enough to know if you want to go out with them again and have sex. Right? Absolutely insane. Guys, she has 3 comments. Someone says, this guy says, conserving sex is like hoarding toilet paper. How much can one person use? What's your problem? And then he says, if they were more willing to finance all these dates, they wouldn't be so open to the not 0 to 60 mindset. Facts, right? She's not the one paying, so she's like, let's do 4 or 5 more dates. And guys are hashtags. Hashtag single over 50. Hashtag dating over 50. Hashtag WTF. Hashtag yeah, no. Hashtag not gonna happen. And guys, once again, she's saying this to act like she has some control. Guys, this chick right here has a sexual marketplace value of an 18-year-old kid that just graduated from high school. An 18-year-old guy who just graduated from high school. None. 0. Zilch. Nada. Clown world. I know, guys. I know. I have to translate, right? We now come And we'll get the race card out because we're going to need that too. Let's go.
Dating and being over 50. Well, first of all, the dating pool is like dumpster diving. Somebody's used products that was on the shelves representing new is thrown in the trash for you to retrieve and say, oh, this is still new. It still has a wrapper on it, or it just has a crack in it, or it don't smell bad, or it was just in the trash.
You know, she really shouldn't talk about herself like that, guys.
So I gotta dig in the trash to find a piece of gold that might not be there, or to try to throw it back in the trash because it didn't work right in the first place. Give me a break. I am tired of the dating pool. First of all, it had pee in it.
Look at that, guys. So, guys, this is a perfect example These chicks in their 50s think that they still have some leverage, right? Guys, everything she said about damage and garbage, that's 50-year-old women right there summed up, except she doesn't realize that she's talking about herself. She's talking about the men. She's talking about herself. All these women that are single in their 50s, there's a reason why, guys, right? And they belong in the trash, straight up. Seriously. Guys, why would any 55-year-old man that's got his money game together, even if he went through a divorce, right, in his early 40s, and now he's had about 13, 14 years to get his life together, his child support's over, his alimony's probably done, and now he's got nothing but disposable income, has his house, you know, has his nice, you know, daily driver plus that old Chevelle in the garage. Why would any guy invite this into his life? Why? Absolute clown world. And guys, let's think about how delusional this knucklehead is, right? Right to the Lulu level.
It's over 9,000!
Clown world. And guys, there's just 13 comments here. Someone says, I've given up, sis. There's so much Delulu going on out here today. It's the different demands that men have as well as women too. So I've just given up. I'm good. Look at that. Guys, she doesn't have any hashtags. Good for us, right? Clown world. Guys, I know. Gotta translate again.
Silly Jedi. Silly Jedi.
Hey, TikTok. So, I'm going out on a third date. Yay! We're going to Bridge Street in Huntsville. It's a surprise. Can't wait. I'm very excited. I'll let you know how it goes.
Look at that, guys. Look at this face, guys.
Going to
Look
Bridge
at this face.
Street in
Look at this face, guys, right here. Why, guys? Why? Why would any man that's worth a damn? Really? This? Seriously? How delusional are they? All these knuckleheaded broads gassing her up in the comments. Have fun! You're so beautiful! Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Have an amazing time! You look beautiful!
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Clown world. Guys, why? Why are people so delusional? Guys, the only reason why Gray Fox Shad, Gray Fox Tyrone, Gray Fox Nug, right? Gray Fox Nug Wang. This is a layup just in case they're in a slum. And even then, Gray Fox Shad would never be seen in the daylight with this. Guys are hashtags, hashtag third date, hashtag dating over 50. It's tough. Hashtag dating over 50 club, clown world. Guys, I can't even tell what this is, right? Hey guys, come on.
Cool. Yeah, Maya's cool.
Hey guys, I can guarantee with this haircut and all this, nothing good's gonna come out of this knucklehead's mouth. And look, guys, more chins in a Chinese phone book. Oh, guys. Oh, man. Let's go.
Okay. I think I've been approaching this whole dating discussion with women being the forefront of the conversation as I'm talking to women. I think I've been approaching it wrong. So let's try this differently. Let's talk to the men. Gentlemen, let's talk about your dating profile. The do's and don'ts. of dating profiles. Okay? Let's start. Number 1. Stop wearing the hats and sunglasses in every picture. Women want to know what you're working with. Are you bald? Do you have a head full of hair? Are you cross-eyed? I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of people who have cross eyes, but let's stop trying to hide behind the hats and the sunglasses. That's number 1. Number 2, smile. Let us see those pearly whites. Let us see whether or not you have any. Maybe you have gold teeth. Maybe you have no teeth. Maybe you have a gorgeous pearly white smile. Let us see it. Let us see the smile. Number 3, we don't care that you have dogs. We don't care that you have grandchildren.
Guys, hold on. Pump the brakes. I know this motherfucker here ain't trying to tell us guys about our looks. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? These drawn-on eyebrows? Makeup, she looks like a corpse in a friggin' mortuary. Half her head shaved in her 50s? And this whatever, like, pelican neck she has going on? You're honestly trying to tell any man about their appearance? Please!
You stupid woman!
Clown world! What the fuck is going on?
And 5 buddies in the pictures. We just want a picture of you. We don't care that it was a picture from 10 years ago or 20 years ago or what you look like as a kid. We want pictures of current pictures of you. We want to see what you look like now. And we don't care how many buddies. Like, if I'm opening up the app and I see your profile picture and it's you and 4 other people, and I don't know which one's you because there's no other pictures in the profile, immediate swipe left. Just say it. Let me see a picture of you, current, with no filters. We don't care that you like to go fishing. We don't need a fish picture in every profile. If you want to put that in there as things you like to do so that you find a woman who also enjoys those things, great. We don't want to see your dead fish. We don't want to see your dead animals at all. Just saying. We don't. If you're holding a cigar in your pictures, but you say you don't smoke, that's a lie. You do. You're smoking cigars. So you do smoke. Just putting that out there. Just be honest with yourself. Be honest with us. Make sure your pictures are not blurry. And we don't want 5 of the same picture in your profile. I know your phone has other pictures. I'm sure you can find something that is more than just the one picture, or every photo is blurry. This is 2025. Phone quality pictures are fantastic now. So if you're giving me a blurry photo, that tells me that your pictures are probably old. I don't know what number we're on. Let's just keep going. Please remove the mask from your face before you take the photo. First of all, we're going to know that if you're wearing a mask, that it was probably a picture taken during COVID, during the height of the pandemic. Or if you have something around your picture that says I'm vaccinated. I mean, that's great. I'm glad that you are, and I appreciate the fact that you're letting us know. But that tells me it's an old photo. And why are you taking pictures with the mask on anyway? That's just weird. We want to see your face. We want to see your smile. Refer to the previous one. Smile in your pictures. We're not hiding faces. We're not hiding eyes, teeth, none of that. We're not doing that anymore. And for God's sake, please take the kids out of your pictures. It's just weird. It's very concerning. I don't care to know what your kids look like before. And I'm talking little kids. First of all, I'm not going to assume those are your children or your grandchildren, because men in their 50s have got young kids, I have found. But don't. Just don't. It's ew. Don't.
I can't, guys. I can't. Okay? She keeps going for like another minute, guys. I can't. First of all, guys, rate her to Lulu level, right?
It's over 9,000!
Guys, why did they use so many words? All it is... Look at this, guys. She has these tattoos on her arms. I don't know if you guys saw them. Like I said, she stopped by the local funeral home to get her makeup done. She looks like Lurch. And guys, she's talking about, oh, don't do this, don't do that. You're old. You cannot be picky. What are you talking about? Look at that. Guys, she has 21 comments. Someone says, this is too many instructions. They're not going to listen. That's true. Someone says, explaining common sense. Good luck. Someone says, girl, you look fantabulous. Happy weekend, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that. This next knucklehead says, men haven't realized yet that if you don't have us mentally, you'll never have us women physically. Oh, yeah, right. Is that why you let friggin' a Nug and Gavin and Gerardo and Nugwang? Please, what are you talking about? Come on, man. Guys, these chicks are cooked. They're cooked. These old, over-the-hill, 50-year-old, 60-year-old delusional broads, even 70-year-old broads, guys. On dating apps, swiping right just like a 25-year-old. Saying all the same crap. Acting like somehow they can have standards or they have any type of leverage or any type of pull. Guys, why would you even try with this? Why? Why would you even put yourself in this situation? Guys, you are better off staying home, playing PlayStation, putting your 40K models together, right? You know what I'm saying? Building that shed in the backyard that you finally wanted to build, going fishing, working on that Camaro in the backyard or in the garage. You know what I'm saying? Guys, learn a new language. Learn like Spanish or learn Icelandic or something. You know what I'm saying? But guys, don't deal with this. And guys, do you know how many men got their balls burned at a divorce in their 50s is the first time that they've been able to build a life that's relaxing, rewarding, and full of content? And this knucklehead right here thinks that a guy's going to want to ruin that with this?
But I do find the problem with dating a lot of guys that are my age, like around my age in the 50s, a lot of them don't take that great care of themselves. A lot of them, they can't even tell you the last time they've been to a doctor, a dentist. Some of them smoke, some of them drink a lot. Just they don't take care of themselves. And I'm not saying go out and get Botox, which is Botox for men.
What?
But work out, walk, like take care of your health. Get your teeth cleaned, get your teeth whitened, get your teeth replaced if they've fallen out. Go to the doctor, see if there's anything wrong with you. If I'm going to be with you, I don't want you to die. Like, come on. So, and a lot of them still dress like 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Like, get with the times. I can't. And then all they want to talk about is back in my day. Back in my day. So it's so annoying, like, to hear these old war stories. How when you had money and when you did this and now that's cute, once in a while I don't mind hearing the stories, but my God, like, number one, if you're not making money now, I really don't want to deal with you. Like, how did you used to have money and you don't know how to make money? If you had the skills then, you should still have the skills now, right? And it's all relative. Like, kids in their 20s now, in 30 years, will be saying that they prefer the music that's right now, which I think the majority is trash. Not all. There's some good music. I'm very open-minded. I listen to everything. But it's relative. But, I don't just listen to 90s music and early 2000s music and 80s music. Yes, I still listen to it, but that's not all I listen to. But I know people that's like they're stuck in a time machine, like a time zone. Like, it's weird. Like, I can't. I like to try new things and do new things, but they don't. So when I go on a date, that's all they want to talk about was back in the day. And things used to be, and when it was, and the good old days. Yeah, I agree. Things were a lot greater. Like, I loved the 80s. The 80s were my favorite decade of all time. I mean, the hair, the fashion, the music, everything was amazing. So much fun. We hung out at the mall and shit. But those days are gone, and it is what it is. Time goes on, but you have to grow. Like I said yesterday, you always have to grow and evolve, or you're going to get left behind in life. I'm always trying to learn new technology, new skills, things like that. And I'm always going to be this way. I love learning. But I can't go out with a guy that's just stuck in the fucking 90s or the 80s or the 70s. Oh, God. I can't. I can't.
Guys, she has the nerve to talk about someone's appearance with this filter on. And there goes that ugly New York accent.
Oh, she's a hooah!
And guys, that Brooklyn accent. I don't know how you New York dudes do it, man. Guys, if you hear a chick talk like this,
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
guys, this chick is cooked. She's saying, how is it that you're more than middle aged, but you only listen to music from your heyday? What kind of stupid argument is that? So, guys, so she's trying to say guys in their 50s should be listening to Little Uzi the Baby Vert? A little whoppy boppy flippy dippy? What are you talking about?
You stupid woman!
Guys, we live with the most youth obsessed, delusional knuckleheaded chicks there are. A 55-year-old chick is not supposed to be listening to the same music as a 15-year-old or a 25-year-old. What are you talking about? And guys, a 55-year-old man shouldn't be having current fashion. What are you talking about? Guys, when I was in my teens, my dad and I didn't dress alike. He dressed like how his generation dressed. I dressed like how my generation dressed. But these women now, I'm telling you, it's the first time where 55-year-old chicks are trying to compete with for the same men as 25-year-old chicks. So they want to listen to the same music. They want to all be on TikTok. They want to all be saying the same foolishness. Because if you didn't know that this was an obvious filter and then hear that voice of hers where it sounds like she smoked 20 packs a day, you would think that this is coming from like a 20-year-old, right? She's speaking the exact same. And guys talk about things that we've done in the past because we like to talk about our accomplishments. And most of the men that she's talking about that are her age who don't have any money, it's because they've had it taken in a divorce, you moron.
You stupid woman!
And guys, she has 493 comments. Someone says, that filter ain't helping your argument. This guy says, yo, it's because we're too busy working. This guy says, I was one of these guys. They may be recovering from the pain and financial impacts from divorce. I didn't date for 8 years. I had to rebuild my savings and restore mental health and buy a house. Facts. Right there. Look at that. Someone says, venting on social media about your dating woes. Red flags. Look at that. Here, I'm gonna... You need to get rid of that filter and grow up. Poster. Guys are hashtags. Hashtag Chrissy Monroe. Hashtag creator search insights. Hashtag explore. Hashtag women over 50. Hashtag over 50. Hashtag dating. Hashtag love. Hashtag romance. Hashtag single. Hashtag single life. Hashtag 50. Hashtag New York. Clown world. Of course, guys. Of course. The race cars are... And of course, I have to translate, right?
So y'all, I was recently asked by a good girlfriend why I'm still single, to which I responded that I feel like the dating pool has pee in it. And I say that because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of men who are looking to truly court a woman, or at least the way that it used to be, right?
Look at that.
For me, and I'm not saying all men, just some men, I miss the days of meeting someone organically where maybe you met at a grocery store or through a friend or a family member, something like that, where you guys could kind of like date, hang out, get to know each other, and truly build like something. I'm not into the dating apps where in most cases it's kind of like a Netflix and chill situation and you're just hooking up. I'm not that kind of girl. That's not for me. Right now, I'm just kind of chilling, hanging out with my friends, getting to know myself, in a relationship also, I'm a very good partner, so I do
Look at
want
that.
to make sure that when I start dating or I meet somebody, that they have the qualities that I like and that I want, and that they're actually going to be a good partner for me as well, because I understand what I bring to a relationship. So for right now, I'm just content with dating myself, hanging out with my friends. Um, I'm a good time, so I'm not really tripping on that. I enjoy my own company. So, yeah.
You better.
What do y'all think? Do you think that you need to be in a relationship or have like a companion to feel complete? Because sometimes people make me feel like that. And I don't think that that's the case. I don't really think that it's necessary to be in a relationship. Don't get me wrong. Like, everybody wants companionship. Obviously, I do as well. But I do think that it's important for me to just take my time. Sometimes it's worth being selective to have a great outcome. What are your thoughts?
This chick has that Baltimore accent. And guys, you notice this filter makes her nose look weird, right? And she's got the big glasses, right? Those are just as bad as that bull ring, right?
Beta female!
And guys, no woman is single by choice, right? Because we all know that if Chad Wonderbang came along, right? Tyrone Thunderstroke came along, she'd... You know what I'm saying? Come on. Even Nug Nug and Nug Wang and friggin' Nug 11 aren't paying her attention these days. She's even moved past hooking up with Nug Nug. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely insane. This is what they have to tell themselves so that they can sleep at night. Absolute joke. This first comment, 50 Club, I feel you because I'm single and I'm dating myself. I'm a whole vibe following teamwork. What? And she used the word partner, guys. Come on now. Absolute dunderhead. Come on.
You stupid woman!
Someone says not dating yourself. Someone says that's your choice. Yeah.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that, man. Look at that. Guys, are hashtags. Hashtag dating. Hashtag your thoughts. Hashtag what do you think? Hashtag dating at 50. Hashtag Thursday Clown World.
And back to a little conversation about dating over 50. And today's thought is, I know I like to date with intentionality. At my age, I don't want to waste time dating someone that's not intentional in their pursuit of a relationship. Because that's important to me. So if you're not intentional, I start to disengage, because it just seems like you're playing games. And to me, we're at an age where we're too old to play games. Like by the time we're 50 plus, even 45 plus, like we should have lived through enough life and had enough experiences and enough relationships that playing within a relationship is no longer justified. Like, we've all accomplished so much in our lives by the time we make it to that age that we know we don't need a relationship at that point because we just lived enough to know we don't have to have it. A relationship is a bonus. It's kind of like a life bonus. I work in geriatrics, and the one thing that I see is as people age, aging can be a very lonely journey if you do it alone. And you have kids and you have your family, and that's good, but there's something about having a partner, a companion.
There it is.
Because your kids and grandkids and stuff have their own lives. So one of the things I have recognized is that people that have a partner as they age and go through that life seem to be happier. So what's you all's thoughts on intentionality? Do y'all find that people are less likely to date intentionally or more likely to date intentionally the older they get? And what do you think about that?
Look at that, guys. Right? These chicks act like they have leverage. Rate the Delulu level.
It's over 9,000!
What y'all think about that intentionality, y'all? Do y'all think it's the best thing to do? All right, all right, all right. With those stupid glasses. Guys, who in their right mind would date this? And guys, these are the types of chicks where they wasted their 20s, 30s, you know, letting friggin' Chad and Tyrone, or in this chick's case, you know, Cletus, Alvesta, just shoot up the club. And now she's out here trying to date at 55 years old. What am I gonna do, y'all? Oh, these men just ain't intentional. I don't know what to do. I'm out here by myself trying to find a partner. You know what I mean, buddy? Look at this. This person just, am ready, baby. I'm 70. What? Look at that. Yeah, guys. She's cooked.
So, outdoor concert, Green Day, with number 5, went relatively well. His ex-wife and son were there, so that was awkward. You know, I live in Ottawa. It's not a big town, and when you work in certain organizations, you get to meet certain people and you see them around at many different places. Anyway, I got past it. I enjoyed the concert. I enjoyed our conversation. So we'll see where this goes.
Cooked, guys. Cooked, right? His ex-wife was there.
You stupid woman!
Look at that, guys. This is what they have to look forward to. And guys, look at her haircut, right? Look at this haircut.
Lesbian.
And guys, you know Gray Fox Chad, he's still smashing his ex, right? You know? That's why she was there. Because he was trying to make his ex jealous so he can keep... Guys, she's cooked. Look at all these simps gassing her up. You're beautiful. Love your hairstyle, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that. Look at that. Would love to take you on a first date.
Beta!
What's with these simps, guys? You're gonna simp for this? And the way she's clacking her fingernails on the table? Ah, what a dunderhead. Clown world. And here we go with this dunderhead again, guys. You remember this chick? This 50-year-old who was talking about her high dating standards? Well, I guess we didn't cook her hard enough in the last video, right? So, guys, let's go in on her again, all right? Here we go.
I've triggered men before talking about deal breakers.
Please.
So why not do it again? Here are more deal breakers for me in dating. 1, any type of smoking, cigarettes, chewing tobacco, anything like that. It's not for me. I don't want to kiss an ashtray. I don't want to smell your smoke. I cannot stand cigarette smoke. So if you smoke cigarettes or chew tobacco, that's number 1 deal breaker for me. Number 2 deal breaker, if you're a heavy drinker. If you need to drink every single night, or if you can't go out to a meal and not have a drink, big deal breaker. So that's number 2 deal breaker for me. Number 3 deal breaker, you don't pay for dates. Men should be paying for dates. At least first, second, and third date, if not all dates. So deal breaker, if you're a man and you're not paying for dates. Number 4 deal breaker, you put down women. I don't care if it's your ex, your mom, your sister, whoever. If you make generalizations about women, you're not for me. So that's my number 4 deal breaker. Number 5 deal breaker, you don't have your own house or rent a house or apartment. That's fine too. You don't have a mode of transportation like a car, or you're like older in your 50s and you have a roommate. Total deal breakers right there. So those are my 5. What are some of yours?
Guys, if any of you guys take this chick seriously...
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
This chick is 50 and she wants free food on dates? Guys, come on. What kind of simp? What kind of moron What kind of
Beta
would buy this chick dinner? She looks like the crypt keeper, for Christ's sake. I told you guys, these 50-year-olds act like they're in their 20s. And guys,
Look, listen, I don't know what the fuck you saying, but all I know, you ain't getting a motherfucking dime.
now the smoking thing I can understand because guys, smoking's gross, right? But guys, she said that if you're in your 50s and you have a roommate, guys, you know how many guys are in their 50s and they're doing good, but maybe their old army buddy might need a place to stay because he got screwed and divorced, right? You know, maybe one of their childhood friends or their cousins or whatever is on hard times, or hell, maybe he lost his job and say, hey man, you know what? I'm just gonna take like 7 months off. Can I come live with you? Sure. Happens all the time. And guys, we're actually gonna see that more and more. As millennials get divorced more, you will see that one guy who's doing really, really, really well, the bachelor who never got married, who got to keep his house, he's gonna probably have his divorced friend staying at his house. And she's saying that that's a bad thing. What an absolute dunderhead.
You stupid woman!
Guys, look, this guy says, I don't disagree with any of your deal breakers, except the idea that the man should pay. Equality in a relationship is universal. If you're getting equality when it comes to money, comes across as wanting a disbalance in relationships. Hey, dummy, disbalance is not a word. And then she says, nah, men should pay 1,000,000% of the time. Sorry, men who don't pay should. He says, so you don't want equality. This guy says, I don't understand why men should pay. It was designed for that back in the old days because women weren't allowed to work and vote. If someone's a stay-at-home mom or wife, maybe. I think it's generous and it's a good gesture if a man chooses to take out a person, but I don't expect it. And she responds, again, that's fine. So the men that I date always pay, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
If she has to put that she doesn't want to date guys that don't pay, it means that she's been seeing nothing but guys who don't pay. And guys, what did I say? There's 3 types of 50-year-old single guys. The first guy who got his balls burned at a divorce, doesn't want to talk to a woman again. The second guy who waited till he's older to get his money game right, and now he wants a young chick so he can have kids. And the third one is old Nug Nug. She's been stuck with old Nug Nug. Clown world. Guys, look at this chick right here. Sorry for the jump scare, dude. Look at this, guys. Look at this.
Happy Wednesday. Happy Middle Finger Day. Happy Whiskey Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Happy non-hump day, as I say for myself. And I'm sure many of you can relate to that one. So dating in our 40s was crappy, but I had dates in my 40s. Dating in my 50s is a huge bust. I have not had very many. I can count on one hand how many dates I've gone on in my 50s.
She acts like she's surprised. Clown world. Clown world.
And I don't know if I really want to call them dates. They were not really dates. I have no luck. No luck at all.
Because you're old.
In the dating world. I did take time off because I got tired of the games and the BS and this and that. And I say I don't consider them dates because there's a dude that came up. He did take me to an appetizer, and then we sat in a truck talking. And then when he came up to Michigan again, we sat in his truck talking. It was nice talking with him. He was a nice guy, don't get me wrong, but not for me. I do hope he meets a wonderful woman. He does deserve that, of course. But I want to be courted. I want to go on an actual date. I don't even know what an actual freaking date is anymore.
And there it is, guys. Let's pump the brakes. She says she wants to be courted. You're 50 years old, you dunderhead! What are you talking about? Look at what the fuck is going on. Guys, I try to not swear, but come on.
It's been that long since I've been on a date. I don't know what a real date is anymore. Yeah, I of course want a guy who we can talk, the small talk, the more in-depth talks, and I love listening to somebody and learning their interests and all of that stuff. I love listening to somebody who's passionate about whatever it is they're into, their work, their family, their interests, whatever. Teach me. I love learning. So I love listening to somebody who will talk and more than willing to talk about stuff like that. But yeah, how do you meet your forever person? What do you guys do when you take somebody out on dates? I know a lot of people who don't date anymore because they think it's a waste of time, or they just don't make the time for it anymore. You do have to make the time for it. I worked in customer service over the phones for a while, and I talked to a lot of 70, 80, and 90-year-olds who I could hear the regret and the loneliness in their voices. I don't want to be that person. Trust me.
There it is, guys. There it is. Now, in her 50s, she's saying she doesn't want to be by herself, right? It took her till her 50s to finally figure this out.
You stupid woman!
Don't want to be that person. Yeah, you have to kiss a lot of frogs to find that prince or princess, but someday when you're on the couch cuddling each other, laughing about your dating years, isn't it worth it? I think it is. It's not that I want to give up again. I don't. I just don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to waste the guy's time either. Let me know. What are some good dates? I need some suggestions. Bye.
Guys, she looks like the Wicked Witch of the West from freaking The Wizard of Oz, right, guys? All the moles on her face, the big nose. Watch out, guys. She might send her flying monkeys after you. Cooked, 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 guys. Guys, rate this chick on the cooked-o-meter.
It's over 9,000!
Guys, there's 50-year-old guys. They've woken up. They've gotten out of that divorce. They're no longer paying alimony and child support. They got that old Chevelle, right? Or that Harley they've always wanted. They have a nice little house, and they're choosing to be left alone, or they're getting passports. These chicks are cooked. Make sure to point and laugh.
Late to dating in your 50s is so terrible and confusing. I saw a guy on TikTok post how he always contradicts himself, and I started laughing because I said, that is so me. I mean, I am emotionally available, but yet I'm not emotionally available. I feel like I'm independent, but yet I'm codependent. I am not a needy person, but yet I am a needy person, meaning I need attention, but I don't want you to smother me. I want a relationship, but yet I enjoy being single. I want somebody to spend time with, but I don't want to spend all my time with you. So I don't know. Does anyone else have this issue, or is it just me?
Nah, I think it's just you and all the other dumb 304s just like you, man. All you guys out there who are in your 50s, guys, she's all yours. Guys, you are better off staying home and working on that old Chevelle, you know what I'm saying? Than putting up with this. Look at this turkey neck, guys. Right? Absolutely insane. What man in his right mind would put up with this? And guys, look at all these simps in her comments. Look at this, guys. This chick right here has simps in her comments. You're really 50? Please.
Beta!
Look at that. Me too, baby. Look at that.
Beta!
Look at that. You're gorgeous. Come on.
Beta male.
What are you guys doing? Your eyes, they're so beautiful, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at all these simps in her comments. Is this how desperate these guys are, guys? Let me know in the comments right now, guys. Would you even give this chick a second look? Absolutely insane. Clown world.
So I'm going to do something new and step out of my comfort zone and do some videos. I don't mind pictures and taking pictures of myself, but videos I feel really awkward. But a coworker suggested yesterday that I start posting about my dating life on TikTok, and I think it's kind of crazy, but maybe it would be fun because it is crazy, and so I may start doing that. But before I do that, I guess I need to give just a tiny bit of background. I'm 50 and out of a 2-year relationship and have been divorced for maybe 6 years or something. So my last relationship ended last spring, so it's coming up on a year, and I took some time to heal, and now I'm just kind of living my best life and just doing this crazy single mom, working, dating, and just having a good time, but also keeping an open mind because I do eventually want to find somebody and settle down. So all right, we'll see how it goes. I think I have a date tonight, but I'm going to get into work because the parking lot is so crazy. It looks like it's Christmas time. So hopefully I will post later about a potential date. Bye.
So that, guys. Guys, right to the Lulu level.
It's over 9,000!
Hey, guys, did you not hear every single buzzword? Right? This is the final boss of modern women, guys. Right? Come on, man. This is a God Rugel of modern women. Got divorced in her mid-40s. Right? As if something was going to be better out there for her.
You stupid woman!
She probably left her husband for no reason, right? And then found a guy that put up with her as a late 40-year-old single mom and somehow couldn't make it work with him, right?
You stupid woman!
Now she's a 50-year-old single mom. I took time off to heal, right? You guys notice she's saying the exact same thing as a 25-year-old. I took time off to heal. So my last relationship was blah, blah, blah. Guys, I have a subscriber of mine, Colin. He said it the best. They don't grow up. They just grow old. Absolutely insane. Why would any man in his right mind put up with this? Look, I took time off to heal.
A pot-smoking slut!
And they're going to put her business on the internet. Why? And guys, once again, look at all these fucking simps in her comments. What is going on? Why? Look at all these idiots.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Look at this, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Breathtaking.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
You're gorgeous. Look at these simps. You're stunning. You're doing great. Looking forward for more. Beautiful. Look at all these guys. Look at this.
Beta male.
Guys, hold on. There are 1,600 comments here. And the majority of them are all simps. Why? Hello from Chattanooga. You're beautiful. No way. You're 50. You're absolutely gorgeous. Look at these simps. Look. Scroll, guys. You can see it. I know this is probably small on your screen, right? You know what I'm saying? But all these are all simps. Jesus Christ. What is going on, guys? Guys, I don't even blame 304s. I blame simps, right? Because if there was no simps, there would be a lot less 304s. In the same way that if people stopped doing drugs, there would be way less drug dealers. Trying to say this chick is pretty, please.
Holy shit. Look who got beat with the ugly stick.
Clown world. Guys, look at this chick right here, right? She's had more cuts than a Thanksgiving turkey. Look at that. Guys, look at this chick. She had her lips done, right? She looks like she's had some filler in her face. All this surgery.
Okay, let's talk about something right now. People are asking me, how's the dating going? Dating over 50. Want to know how it's going?
Ugh.
It's a fucking shit show. It's a shit show. Is there anybody normal? Is there anybody normal? They're either an alcoholic, a drug addict, They hate their mother. Who hates their mother? A lot of fucking guys hate their mother. I don't know. Con artist. I don't know. I think I'm gonna be celibate. I'm giving up. Like, what the fuck is going on? I can't take it. Help.
Jesus, guys. Look at that. All this surgery, strike one. Smacking that gum. Strike two, right? Guys, and then she's got that Brooklyn or that Jersey accent. Oh my God, how do you New York guys do it? Who hates the mother? Who hates the mother? Jesus Christ. The alcoholics. Oh my ears, you guys. Oh my God, right? Look at that. She has simps in her comments. She has simps in her comments too. Why? I guarantee her kids' names are Jimmy and Ochi. Right? Come on, man. Come on. Frankie, right? Look at this. Someone says, or they chew gum too loud. Look at these simps. I'm right here. Someone says the gum smacking is a deal breaker. Look at this. It's crazy out here. I love my mother. Guys, what kind of knuckleheaded, desperate simp would put up with this bullshit, right? Absolutely insane. Because this is the future for all these modern women, right? Because, guys, men don't need relationships. Especially older men. Older divorced men, they love their newfound peace. They like that they can get up, go to work, come home, like work on the Chevelle. You know what I'm saying? Build that woodworking shop they've always wanted and be left the hell alone. But these chicks, they're sitting there with smacking gum with their fake tan on, right? Trying to be some friggin' diet version of the Real Housewives. Whining about men. What a bunch of crap. Look at this. Disgusting. Disgusting. Alright, you guys. This is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Guys, I'm 44. If you're older than me, or you're my age, let me know if you'd ever date a woman your age. Why? What's the point? Alright, guys. I appreciate you. Have a good one.